as soon as the streaming starts. Yes, we are in business. Our keynote speaker is also here. So, yeah. So our president will be joining in 5 minutes. In the meantime, as VP Education, I will officiate as president. Everyone, please welcome once again. And since uh, Toastmaster Alpha is relatively new, I will introduce what Toastmasters is. Toastmasters is a worldwide organization. It primarily focuses on communication and leadership skills. It's headquartered in Colorado, USA. It operates a Toastmasters program throughout the world under standardized curriculum and under standardized protocols so that no matter what country you're in, the meetings and the speeches will follow a very similar set of rules. There is no language barrier in Toastmasters. There are Toastmasters clubs in many languages around the world. And um, sir, DTM can you hear me clearly, sir? Because Toastmaster Arfa says I'm not audible.
No, it's very much audible.
All right, Toastmaster Arfa, please check your volume settings. So just try it again. And so Toastmasters has more than 17,000 clubs around the world, and it's present in most countries. There are around 300,000 members. Quantum Leap is a themed Toastmasters club. It is centered around science and technology and every nerdy thing that we can think of. It's a club for nerds, by nerds, for nerds. It is an advanced club and it follows a very specific meeting format. The format is that the meeting is opened by a scientific keynote uh, by a subject matter expert on a topic that's related to science. After that, we have a book of the week today, and we may have a prepared speech, but if speaker is available, we'll have a prepared speech and a panel evaluation. Our panel evaluation is also very unique. It is divided into 4 parts. It comprises of the audible, the visible, the perceptible, which is actually the impact on the audience, and the language and structure portions, in addition to the conventional speech evaluation. So that is what our panel evaluation looks like. We have then table topics, and after that, journal evaluation. So before we move ahead with the keynote, I will request our honored guest, Toastmaster Salim Jackson, to introduce himself. Over to you, Toastmaster Salim.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I am just getting set up here, so bear with me one moment. Is
Sure.
it okay to go ahead and introduce myself?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, yes, absolutely. So welcome all you guys. My name is Salim Jackson. I'm located in Washington, D.C., the United States. I have the pleasure of being here with all of you great Toastmasters. You guys are leaders, world changers, and excellent communicators. I have the opportunity today to have a conversation with you, a very short, subtle, but yet powerful speech related to the use of what and how questions in driving collaboration in complex negotiations, but then also in your daily lives, and how that can impact how you communicate, and more importantly, how people understand and respond back to what you're saying every single day. And so I'm going to turn it back over to you as I continue to get set up from here from a technical standpoint. But I just wanted to introduce myself again, Salim Jackson, and I'm excited to be here on this, for me, very, very early morning.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you so much, Thank you so much. We sincerely appreciate your presence. Toastmaster Irfa, would you like to introduce yourself? Toastmaster Irfa, are we audible?
For me, yes, very much audible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum Assalam.
Walaikum salam.
How are you?
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Arfa and I hold a master's degree in literature. Currently, I'm enrolled in a SAFA program. SAFA
Can
is
you
a
speak,
kind of
sorry, Irfa, can you speak a little louder, please?
Okay. Okay. Currently, I am enrolled in a SAFA program, and SAFA is kind of Islamic 2 years program. And while also actively I'm teaching in quest to enhance my communication skill, I have recently joined Toastmasters. Thank you.
All right. All right. Wonderful to have you. Wonderful
Thank you,
to
sir.
have you. So, while Toastmaster Salim Jackson is setting his equipment up, what we will do is we will go over his introduction. Salim Jackson is an international marketing and sales trainer who started a sales agency, Milas Communication, that has produced north of 30 million in sales delivered for partners in net new profits. Mr. Jackson received his education at the University of Maryland, College Park, where he started to identify his true passion for the profession of sales. Milas Communication helps global business strategically move up market by being able to sell to larger profitable clients in half the time. So Toastmaster Salim also has a website, Milas Communication, and I'm putting in his email ID too. You can contact him there. And we have our president, Singh Toastmaster Saad, joining us, who will be doing the role of table topics master today. So, distinguished Toastmaster Saad, welcome. We have gone through the introductory topics because, as you can see, DTM staff is here, and we absolutely had to start on time. So, just Toastmaster Salim Jackson is setting his equipment up. As soon as he does, we'll start with the keynote. So, about the remainder
DTM
of the
Tala,
rules.
DTM
Yes,
Tala,
yes, sir.
it was a compliment, or yes, you are making something that I am here and you start the meeting on time?
Of course, sir, it was a compliment because you taught us to start meetings on time.
Thank you very much.
And we are sincerely thankful for that, and we have applied that learning to other clubs too. So yeah, it's every bit a compliment, sir. So Toastmaster Zahra is about to join. I realize I did not put in the link. Okay. So Toastmaster Salim, are you ready?
Yes, I am ready. Give me 1 second here. I will be ready in about 30 seconds.
Yeah, sure. Also, let us know the duration of your keynote.
Okay, there we go. Good morning. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right, awesome. I am ready whenever you guys give me the green
Yeah.
light. Go ahead and get started.
Yeah. So what we'll do, Salim, is that what's the expected duration of your keynote?
The duration will be less than 10 minutes.
Less than 10 minutes. All right. All right. So I'll put a timer of 10 minutes on the clock. And the timer will display on my window. Is that okay for you?
That's excellent.
Yeah. Instead of showing the cards, we thought to take advantage of this new feature in Zoom, so that's more convenient. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So everyone, please put your hands together for Toastmasters Salim Jackson, the power of how and what in driving collaboration. The power of how and what in driving collaboration, Toastmasters Salim Jackson. Toastmasters Salim, as per tradition, after the keynote, we also allow 5 to 10 minutes for Q&A. All right.
Absolutely.
All right. So the floor is yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the realm of collaboration and negotiation, there exists a powerful tool that often goes unnoticed. The art of asking what and how questions. These simply yet profound inquiries hold the key to unlocking innovation, fostering understanding, and overcoming even the daunting challenges. Have you ever wanted to have greater collaboration with your colleagues? Have you ever wanted to have greater collaboration with your partner, your significant other? Well, tune in, listen in, and pay attention here. What questions ignite the flame of curiosity and exploration? They compel us to delve deeper into understanding the core of a problem or opportunity. By asking what questions, we uncover hidden insights and perspectives, laying the groundwork for informed decisions and creative solutions. On the other hand, how? How am I supposed to do that? How does that work? How might I be of service? How can I add value here? On the other hand, how questions serve as the bridge between the vision and execution. They prompt us to map out strategies, allocate resources, and navigate the complexities of implementation. How questions empower us to transform aspirations into reality, driving progress and growth in both personal and professional endeavors. In the area of negotiations and strategic use of what and how questions can be a differentiator between a stalemate and a breakthrough. By engaging in empathetic inquiry, we gain invaluable insights into the motivations, concerns, and aspirations of all parties involved. Armed with this understanding, we can craft solutions that address underlying needs and interests, paving the way for mutually beneficial agreements. Moreover, in our daily lives, from a very practical standpoint, the power of these questions is equally transformative. Whether it's resolving conflicts again with loved ones, navigating the vicissitudes of a career challenge, or pursuing personal growth, the deliberate use of what and how questions empowers us to navigate life's complexities with clarity and purpose. So let us embrace the power of inquiry. Let us wield what and how questions as the tools of collaboration. negotiation, and personal growth. How was my performance? What could I improve on? What makes you happy? What puts a smile on your face? What am I learning when I signed up? What do I want to learn when I signed up for Toastmasters? How is my personal growth journey getting strengthened every day that I am consistently showing up? For in the pursuit of understanding and progress, it is not only the loudest voice that prevails, but rather the one that asks the most insightful questions. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to reflect on the use of what and how questions. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was even shorter. It was about 5 minutes. The shortest keynote that we've had. Distinguished Toastmaster Saif has a question for you. Over to you, sir. Yes, sir. Please go ahead, sir. DTM Saif.
Let me unmute. Now I'm okay.
Yes, you are.
Yes, sir. The first thing is that I really love your presentation and the presentation style, and I always prefer to have a short and sweet presentation, and this is what you have done it.
Thank you.
I wish my question is that how you are going to link the questions, and what is the link between the what and how? Can you please explain?
Yes. So what and how questions drive collaboration in any negotiation or conversation? So it's the fundamental difference between using what and how questions to drive collaboration. In other words, most people make statements. You should do this. How come this isn't done? If you use what and how, you can drive collaboration, and its impact from an execution standpoint is you're collaborative and you're working as a team, as a union, as a husband and a wife, as a partnership to get things resolved. And by getting more people involved, or getting that other person, that significant other person involved in the process, they assume the responsibility and you have a better outcome. It's the difference between, I'm going to make a joke here, but it's the difference between having your wife say, you need to take out the trash, right? And you coming and saying, I'm thinking about taking out the trash. If I take out the trash, what do you think about cooking tonight? Right? So now you've got an even exchange of value, and you can do that with the power of what and how questions. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So Salim is just a subsidiary question of the previous question about what I said. What is the correlation between what and how? What I understand from your conversation, that what is something that you are grabbing the attention,
Yes.
and the how is giving the answer. I'm on the same path, what you are talking about it?
Absolutely, yes. How questions drive implementation, and they figure out how do we actually accomplish this common goal together. So you're absolutely right. And you just diagnosed the speech extremely well.
Thank you very much. So nice of you. And the good morning for you.
Good morning to you as
Yes.
well.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
So what time is it there?
It is 1:26 here in
Wow.
Washington, D.C.
Amazing. So Toastmasters Zahra Ibrahim has a question for you. Over to you, Toastmasters Zahra.
Hello everyone. So I just want to add something. Being a speech and language, like what the topic is really, I would say it's thought provoking. Like DTM said, what he asked the question. I just want to add on something. Um, because when he said that there's a connection, what's the relationship between how and what questions. So I would like to say that even as a speech and language therapist, when we are teaching the child the concept of what questions, so it's basically there's a connection there. It's really concrete, like it's the earliest and there's a hierarchy of questions where we teach the child. Like we start off with what questions, then who questions, where, when and why, and then we come to how questions. Because I would say that it requires abstract knowledge. You need to know the reason, you need to know the reasoning, as well as you need to have the the rational so that you can answer how. So this is what I just wanted to add. So you answered really nicely, but I would just wanted to add, like, this is how the child even masters this hierarchy of questions. So yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. What a fantastic point. And I think that there's no other probably more suitable person to speak than yourself, right? Because you're working with children and you know what's the most effective way to get children to start to understand more abstract, complex concepts. And so you have to be able to break, how do I make this relatable to this child? There's a good book that everybody may want to get a hold of, which is Chris Voss's book. He was the United States lead hostage negotiator back in the 90s. And he has this book, and I recommend it to every Toastmaster, but more importantly, I recommend this to any individual who's looking to be a more effective communicator in life. And that book is called Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss. And it'll allow you to really dissect on a much further level the power of what and how questions in driving collaboration, especially during negotiations that are heated. And there's a concept in the book of how to stop a raging bull, for example. That may be a boss or a spouse that anytime there's a little bit of a contention in a conversation, they come at you heavy. And you're like, oh, slow down, and you can use what and how questions to actually slow the brain down of the counterparty so that you have time to actually come up with a much more suitable response. How am I supposed to do that? You see, so you can actually slow the clock down in your counterpart's mind. And this is about how do you stop like a raging bull, that boss, or that person who's angry with you, or maybe some authority figure coming after you and saying, hey, this needs to be done. Hey, what would you like me to do in this situation? See, just by doing that, you can actually slow the brain down in the other person as they're approaching you. Was that good? Yeah.
Toastmasters Zahra, did you get your answer?
Yeah, I didn't had a question actually, but I just
Yeah.
wanted to add on a few things. Yeah, but thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. So, Toastmasters team, I have one question for you, and that is an issue that surfaces repeatedly during the collaboration. So, sometimes working in teams, especially in Toastmasters or even outside Toastmasters, one encounters a situation where there's a severe difference between the level of commitment of various team members, right? And you find that the entire effort is being bogged down by one or more people who are not as invested in the process as they should be. You can't even blame them because that's only human nature.
Yeah.
So how does one address that situation?
Yes. Well, that's a fantastic question. And I encounter that all the time because I'm managing 9 employees, and then I'm also working with large corporations, some Fortune 500s to some very small size businesses. And it's human nature to take the path of least resistance, isn't it? And so what we want to do in a situation like this is we want to use what and how questions to drive collaboration with those people that are kind of on the fence. So you want to pull those people to the side and have it as a group. You want to ask questions. And I'm going to give you some examples right here that I think are very powerful that you might be able to implement right away with those kind of on the fence members that aren't collaborating to your likeness. What would make this team effort impactful to you? You see that? What would it look like if this project was a success to you? You see that? How do you envision your role being able to contribute to where you want to go to and the skills you want to develop as a Toastmaster brand ambassador?
Yes.
What do you think is the power of consistency and showing up for these meetings? See, now you flipped the script by using what and how questions, and now they've taken ownership of it. See, people will quit on you, but they'll never quit on themselves.
Yes.
I've learned. So if you can figure out how do you make people not want to quit on themselves, it's important because what's unseen is more important than what's seen, right? And I'm a firm believer that, especially, for example, I have Fajr here in the morning pretty soon, right? And so no one may know if I pray Fajr or not, but I know, and he knows.
You are accountable. Yeah.
So you got to make people have a self-consciousness, know whether they're going to perform or not perform. And so using what and how questions gets it indoctrinated in their brain that, hey, I've got to show up because me showing up equates to me getting where I need to go. Hopefully that was helpful.
Right. That puts a new spin on things, and I think a lot of us are in some sort of leadership positions there, and that's a new way of looking at things. So thank you so much for that. That instead of trying to enforce maybe your own targets and goals, or even the collective goals of the body, you can first have them create goals for themselves. Absolutely. And that way they can be held accountable to themselves, if to no one else. And that was beautiful, Toastmasters. That was very instructive. So does anyone else have any more questions? If not, we can move on to the next segment. And it was absolutely lovely having you, Toastmasters Salim. It took like 3 or 4 attempts to get you here, but I would say it was totally worthwhile. Truly appreciated that you're joining at 1 a.m. your time. Yeah, that's the kind of, that indicates what a beautiful community Toastmasters is, because I know I won't be up at 1 a.m. for anything other than maybe a Toastmasters meeting. and ask yourself, would you?
Yeah.
So that's the magic of Toastmasters. So thank you so much, Toastmasters Salim Jackson. And anyone with any more questions, please put them in the chat box. And now we move on to the next segment. And next segment is Geek of the Week. And today our Geek of the Week is a Gavalier Shanze Ahmed. A Geek of the Week is where one of our members showcases a movie, a TV show, or a book that is related to the theme of the club, and then they want other people to read. So please put your hands together for Cavalier Shanze Hunt.
She's not audible.
Wait, एक minute. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Move to this side. Yes. And yes. Speak a little louder. Yeah.
Okay, before starting, please confirm your audibility, Shanze.
Yeah.
It is lagging a bit.
Okay, now confirm.
No, her voice is breaking.
Speak a bit
Okay. Can you a bit slow?
louder.
Still breaking.
Breaking.
Louder. Be a little louder.
We can't hear her.
How is it possible? Am I audible?
Yes, you're
Yes, you are
perfectly audible.
So we are using the same microphone.
Maybe switch the position.
Yeah. She's sitting in my position.
Okay,
Okay.
ask her to say a long sentence.
Yeah. Read a sentence.
If you are a massive bookworm and fantasy enjoyer like me,
Is she audible now?
Now she is audible.
Perfectly audible.
All right.
Perfectly
So
audible.
Shanze,
She
I'll
has
start from the beginning.
she has to speak louder, okay?
Yeah, you have to speak louder, right? So let me just put on. Yeah. So start.
if you are a massive bookworm and fantasy enjoyer like me, look no further than the tetralogy of The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien. In this series, a group of characters are chosen and sent out on a quest to destroy the magic ring and stop the Dark Lord from dominating this world. This epic saga is filled with magic, beauty, heartbreak, and sacrifice. For me personally, the best thing about the books were the rich and thought-provoking poems, songs, and yes, even made-up languages. They captured my feelings really well, and we can't forget the epic and fast-paced battles that projected the chaos and unpredictability of war perfect. And I absolutely fell in love with the different types of species that lived in these far-off lands. Elves, men, dwarves, even elves came together to fight off the darkness that had engulfed their world. I've let my imagination run wild with Tolkien's extremely detailed description of far-off landscapes, cultures, and whatnot. So, on behalf of all of these details, I recommend this book to many of you and thousands more. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Cavalier Chandre, for an introduction to Lord of the Rings. And of course, Lord of the Rings is perhaps the best known fantasy saga of all time. I can't imagine a more famous book. Yes, there is Harry Potter, but before Harry Potter, there's Lord of the Rings, and you can see a lot of parallels between the two as well. So if you haven't checked out Lord of the Rings, please check it out now. And please read the books first. Because yes, the movies are amazing and they're quite faithful, but books are books. So with that, we move on to the next segment of our meeting, which is the table topics. So over to our table topics master, distinguished Toastmaster, South Shui.
Thank you very much, distinguished Toastmaster Talab bin Hamid, fellow Toastmaster, honorable guests. Welcome to the table topic session of this meeting. today's topics will actually be quite random and generic. So you don't know what to actually expect. My first question is for Toastmaster Imran Rana. Are you with us? You were actually with us, so
Yes, I am.
there's no point asking again. So yeah, your topic is how will you market your personality so that people would how would you market your personality so people would pay to to, to talk to you or become your friend? Over to you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Table Topic Master, for giving me such a wonderful topic. Okay. Although I don't have many friends, I am very much choosy about when it comes to the friendship. Okay, so how do I market my personality to the person whom I would like to be, or I would like to be his friend, or I would or have a friendship with that person? First of all, my best personality, my one of what do we say? One of the basic part of my personality is my beautiful smile and my beautiful white teeth. You know, nobody can resist the charm of this beautiful smile and beautiful white teeth. So okay, let me tell you a story that when I joined Century Paper, okay, it will go beyond 2 minutes and 30 seconds. When I joined Century Paper, so I meet people with a smile, and Rashid Dastagir was sitting behind my legitimate boss, that is Javed Adam, my first boss. And when I came to Javed Saab, I also go to Rashid Dastagir's cubicle and give salam and pass a smile. So, and you know what? He is quite not very welcoming person. Sorry to say, I'm sure it is not recorded. He's not a. He used to work. He don't want to see here and there, and he used to focus on his work. So whenever I go to Javed Sahab, I go to Rashid Dastagir and give salam and pass a smile. So that small drop of water melted his heart. And now I became one of his friend, and he told me that he told me that he always thought that why that person is always smiling. So that was one of my personality trait, you can say, that through that I can sell anyone in this whole club. So over to you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Imran Rana, for that expected and a well articulated answer. You just hit the nail on the head that your your smile is the best marketing pitch that we can expect from you. Our next speaker, Toastmaster Arfat Tabassum. Are you with us? Toastmaster Arfat, are you with us?
Yes, she is. Toastmaster Alpha, are you there?
If you're not, we can come back.
Yeah.
Back to you. My next topic is for Toastmasters Zara Ibrahim. Are you with us? Are you ready for a topic?
I think, yeah. I think she's muted.
She's not actually muted, so that's why I was checking the audibility.
Yes, I think she's there now.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes,
Yeah.
you're audible. So your topic is discuss a personal experience where an act of kindness had 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 a big impact on you or someone else. Discuss a personal experience where an act of kindness has had a big impact on you or someone else. Over to you.
All right, thank you very much for giving such a nice topic. So, if I talk about kindness, so kindness itself is an act of, it's very important. Or I would say that, you know, in this world we see not much of kindness. I would say that there are times when people are, are they're deprived of kindness, and it's very important when there's someone who is going through a lot. This even a simple smile or gratitude, or I would say act of kindness, can change their perspective about how people are. So I would say, if I talk about myself, like I have, I'm not saying that I'm very I'm a very kindful person, but I must say that it's one of the qualities which is, built in me, that every time when I see people around, or if I see someone that, came on the door, or I would say that, who is asking for money, I would never say no to that person. I would always provide whatever I have, even the small amount of, even the amount a small amount of money. Even now I started doing something, like when it comes to, when we order something, and I feel like in the month of this, in this holy month of Ramadan, like Eid is also coming, so I always provide a good tip, because it's like just now, like my salary came, and I was like, I have to keep this much amount of money, so that, someone can get facilitated, or even apart from that, kindness is something uh, which can melt people's heart, and we should give kindness, or I would say, kindness is really important. It's something which makes you as a person, and it distinguishes you from other people around. So be kind to others, and yeah, that's all. Over to you, TTM Saad.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Zara Ibrahim. And now I know when I'm running short of money, I know which door to knocks, because you never say no to anyone who comes at your door for money. So thank you very much. Our next topic is for distinguished Toastmaster Iram Rizvi. Are you with us?
Can you hear me?
Yes. You are
Yes.
perfectly audible, and you
Just a sec. Okay, yes.
you have your mic and everything set
I'm
up.
actually
I can see that.
ready for the speech. So I'm doing the setup because I'm having issues. I think I'm echoing, right?
No, you're audible. You're
Not that bad. A bit,
perfectly
but
audible.
not that bad. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Yes, Table Topics Master.
So your topic is that we all know how you like to be involved in many things and many activities, but you also have a family to look after and give time to. So your question is, what is your go to is a strategy to maintain a work life balance? What is your go to is a strategy to maintain a work life balance? Over to you.
Thank you very much, DTM Saad, for an amazing topic. And this is the need of the hour to know the art of work life balance. And one of the way you do these balances is by throwing away all the load either on your husband or on yourself. So, what I do usually, I have learned, I have actually learned how to create that situation where my husband starts getting hint अब बैंड बजने वाली है which means that somebody is going to get in trouble. And before that starts happening, he starts advising to my sister, to the helpers, listen, she's about to flip off, so just take care of things. And I have trained him so well. Are we recorded? But he won't be on heart. I have trained him so well in last 10 years that he has started understanding the cues. And while that cues are laid down, I get work life balance. For example, right now, when DTM Talha was pinging me and I told him I do have a lot of chores to be done because my helps are off from today. So I just fitted up my one of my child with the sister, another child with Arsalan, and I locked his door from outside. Manage with them because I have a speech coming up. And then my one child is sitting in front of the PV, and my son, I have put him in front of his club class on laptop. And right now, I've locked up the door and I'm right here to perform my speeches. And what a beautiful work life balance I have done. So, wherever someone is successful in work life balance, my dear Toastmasters, if you're giving a training, then of course there are a lot of formulas, but in reality, you have to throw your dump on someone. Only then the balance comes in. Over to you, Table Topics Master.
Toastmaster Iram, you should share that picture, the one you shared with me. You tied up all your children.
I taped them all. On the
Thank you very much, DTM Iram. That's one way to assertively enforce a work life balance. So that will give us all a pretty good idea how to do it.
No, it's not a work-life balance, it's a curfew. She just imposed.
Yeah, curfew, work life balance with a curfew. So that's one way to look at it. Our next topic is for distinguished Toastmaster Talab bin Hamid. Of course, you are with us, so no point asking that whether you are with us. Your topic is we all talk about how how feedbacks are the are the breakfast for champion. They're very beneficial and all that. So, but what is that one point in your life where a feedback has made a significant difference in your life? What is that one point or incident in your life where a feedback has made a marked and significant difference? Over to you.
Thank you, DTM sir. Feedback is the breakfast of champions, but breakfast is something to eat. And if it's not healthy or if it's poisoned, it can even kill you. So feedback inherently is not good. Feedback with the right intentions is good. Feedback with the right education level is good. There have been countless occasions in my life where feedback has made a very huge difference, especially in Toastmasters. When one receives feedback on speeches, it results in gradual improvement. I can recall that when the last time I competed in the international speech contest, the feedback from my speech coach, who's sitting right here, that elevated the speech from an ordinary project speech to a contest speech. So that's what I remember most clearly. The feedback, the implementation of feedback, and repeated practice. With all those ingredients, a speech that you may not think much about at club level can transform into a championship winning speech. I can also cite another example, that of Toastmaster Anand. Her last speech that won the second place in video speech contest. It was a very ordinary icebreaker speech. But at that point in time, I think it was Toastmaster Imran who said that this is potentially a contest speech. And as I usually do, I brushed away his thoughts. And it did not give them much value. But then, when the contest time was approaching, and Toastmaster Anam was adamant that she was not prepared, she did not have a speech. That's when what I gravitated to. Your icebreaker speech that was really inspiring. And you won Best Speaker at Karachi Toastmasters Club. Maybe the only time you won Best Speaker. So that is another thing, life-changing right before your eyes as a result of feedback. Over to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you very much, distinguished Toastmaster Talab bin Hamid. So we have, yes, Toastmaster Imran.
Yes, so he was finally giving me the credit.
Yes, finally. So, Toastmaster Arfa, are you with us? So she is not with us. So can I ask Toastmaster Salim Jackson to take up a table topic if you're available?
Yes, go ahead.
Perfect. So your topic is, if you have unlimited amount of money, what will your day be like? If you have unlimited amount of money, what will your day look like? Over to you.
Yeah, that's a great question. If I had unlimited amounts of money, what would my day look like? Well, first, I would be traveling every single day. I would be in a new country every single day. I would also have nonprofits and do a ton of charity work because I think giving back, if you have unlimited money, then I think you have an obligation to give back. And then also, I would be treating myself to the finest cuisine, the finest restaurants, the finest experiences that you could imagine. And so I think every day would feel like a lifetime if I had unlimited money. Back over to you.
That's a pretty well summed up way way to way to spend unlimited wealth of money. So thank you very much, Masters Salim, for giving us that insight. So that brings us to the end of the table topic session. Distinguished Toastmaster Tala, have everyone qualified?
No. Toastmaster Imran has far exceeded his time. The rest have qualified. I request everyone to vote for your top two rather than just yourself. So that we have a result. So I'm floating the poll, everyone. Please vote for your top two.
That makes sense. So as we are voting for the best table topic speakers, and that brings us to the end of the table topics session. And as okay, so the polls are floated, and it's back to the table topic master, the owner, the Toastmaster of the day, DTM Tala bin Hamid. Over to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And now we have our prepared speech. And distinguished Toastmaster Arab, how would you like your prepared speech to be evaluated? In the usual panel style?
Okay, so
Or would you like journal
all of
feedback?
us
How would
have, yeah, all of us have one or the other time read the project, which is doing a speech with an impact. So if you could remember those points, and I would love to have it in the panel, the audio, the visuals, and perspectives and all that.
Okay. So what we do is that, how would you describe your project? Is it a contest speech or
With an impact.
with an impact? All
With an
right.
impact.
So, okay. So let's treat this as a persuasive speech, everyone. And the project description, I think the best would be writing a speech with a purpose. So keep that in mind. And let us create the panel right here. So maybe, okay. So what else am I doing in this meeting? Except for the, okay. So DTM Sath, can you be the lead evaluator? Writing a speech with a purpose, all right? And then, okay, Toastmaster Imran can be the audio evaluator. And Toastmaster Zahra, can you be the visual evaluator?
Yes, yes, perfect.
All right. And I can be the perceptible evaluator. Toastmaster Salim, can we have you for a 1-minute panel evaluation?
Yes.
All right. Then we request you to cover the language and structure part. All right. So you will be the fourth one. So the way it will go is that the lead evaluator will deliver a 2 to 3 minute evaluation. After that, the audio evaluator, Toastmaster Imran. After that, the visual evaluator, Toastmaster Zahra, myself. Was it myself?
No, it's me,
Yeah.
visual evaluator.
Yeah, a visual evaluator is Toastmaster Zahra. Perceptible evaluator will be myself. And after that, Toastmaster Salim Jackson will be the language and structure evaluator. And all these panel evaluators will have 1 minute each. So what's the title of your speech, Toastmaster DTM Mirror?
5 to 7 minutes.
Yeah, no, the title.
The type of speech.
Title. Speech
Sorry,
title.
I'm so sorry. Dig up a hole.
No.
Can you
Sorry?
hear me well?
Dig up your.
Can
Dig.
you hear me fine? Dig up a hole.
No, no, you're a little muted. Yeah.
How about now?
Yeah,
Yes,
much better. So the speech title, so everyone, please put your hands together for distinguished Toastmaster Aram Rizvi. Dig up your hole. Dig up your hole, distinguished Toastmaster Aram Rizvi.
Did you ever dig up a hole? Did you ever take a shovel and dig it up till you reach somewhere? Me and my brother did it when we were young. And why did we do it? Because someone told us that we can dig up a hole till China. So we both took our shovels and enthusiasms and walked up to our yard and started digging up and digging up and digging up and digging up. And what happens when you're digging? Yes, we busted a pipe. And what happens when a pipe is burst? There is water all over the yard. And we did what two most responsible children of a good family should do. We filled it up with dirt and walked around as if nothing happened. Fellow Toastmasters, honorable judges, and guests. In our lives, we do a lot of digging, hit up a pipe, something would burst out, and we would usually dig it up, fill it up with dirt, and walk around as if nothing happened. And we continuously repeat this thing in our lives. While we were teenagers, many of my cousins would come stay in Dubai with us for vacations and have a wonderful time. However, there was one of these people that stayed along with me, and she would stay with me everywhere. I had a wonderful time with her. She would usually take care of me and advise me wherever I'm about to do something wrong. For example, I wanted to take part in the singing competition in school, and I was doing my practice. You are my fire, the one desire. Believe what? Believe what? What? I can't believe what a terrible singer you are. You're going to make a fool out of yourself. Don't do this. Don't take part. Have you seen the quality of other singers? I'm telling you, Aram, stop it. She was right. I would have made a fool out of myself. That dug up a hole in me, and I filled it up with self consciousness. And I left singing altogether. Moving on, I was having a crush on my best friend since beginning. And I developed these feelings while we were about to go to college. I wanted to go ahead and share with him my feelings because whenever I would see him, I would get fluttering up in my bellies and butterflies in my eyes. And then I thought, let me walk up to him. What's wrong with you? Have you seen that Hulk? He's amazing, tall, dark, handsome. Why would he go for you? Such a skinny looking girl, dark colored. And have you seen your braces and glasses? You have no chance with him and you will lose a good friend forever. She was right. I would lose my best friend by sharing these stupid feelings. What am I thinking of myself? Do I have a chance with someone so handsome and wonderful? That dug up a hole in me. I filled it up with self-consciousness and self-doubts for images. And then I dug up my whole feelings for him. Moving on in life, I went ahead giving interviews. I really wanted job. And I gave 28 failed interviews while I landed on my first job. And in the interview, when I got the offer, I came out happy. And then suddenly she said, I'm going to work so many hours. I'm creative. I'm amazing in solving issues and problems. You can try me out in negotiations. What was all that rubbish, Iram? They are going to figure out about you within a week that what a drama you are. Lay low. No need to fly up and just focus on your basic job. She was right. I got this job after a lot of hard work. Why would I start flying in it? I got a hole in me and I filled it up with anxiety that I would not exactly share any ideas whenever I would get a chance. And I moved on with my basic job description without creativity. Life went on, and I walked up one day to a Toastmasters meeting. Over there, I actually saw people sitting out there looking a bit nervous like me. And while I was watching all those dugs up in me, I was called up to do my first speech that please come up for the table topics. I was so excited. I stood up and then she said, oh, what is wrong with you? Walk up over there, take your name and come back. These guys are going to figure out what a fraud you are. You don't even belong here. Just don't do a drama. Come back to your position quickly and we are never coming back to this place again. She was right. I might make a fool out of myself. But a while ago, I did see some people who looked nervous and were giving it a shot. I did hear her and I did dig up a hole in me. But then I thought, let me walk up to the stage and give it a shot. I was nervous. I used a lot of fumbling words. I even paused in the middle for a long time, but everyone started clapping. For the first time, the dirt started coming out of me. And I thought that no one is judging me on my looks. No one is judging me on my voice. No one is judging me on my story. But they're telling me they're just like me. While I was going through all that, I won the best table topic. I came back home with that trophy and I said to myself, I'm going to face her today. I'm going to tell her to stop it. And she's really going overboard with withdrawing up my life with all the happiness that I have. I walked up to her. I stood in front of the mirror. I held the frame and I said, Iram, it's all right to feel anxious about oneself. It's all right to have all those feelings and doubt about yourself. You are very important for me, for my existence. You are a part of me. But no, now I'm going to let you know. Your noises are going to be there, but I have to ignore you a couple of times because I can see that everyone is like me. And if I wouldn't have listened to you for those things you have done before, I might have been a different person today. But let me tell you, whatever you have done to me has made me what I am today. Thank you for being there. Let me hug you. Don't run away. I need you for my survival, but I have to keep you low. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, do these sounds come into your ear here and by and then? Do you hear them all the time? My key ask for you is, it's all right to feel anxiety, depression, self-doubt, self-images, body shaming, but keep them low. Dig up a hole, but keep it low. Over to you.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Aaron. DTM sir, please start with the evaluation session.
Thank you very much, distinguished Toastmaster Iram Rizvi. You actually dug up a hole for place all of the audience of the meeting in that hole because at least for me, I, I was laser focused on each and every anecdote you were you were talking about. So based on your speech purpose, making an impact, you certainly did that. You made an impact with that speech, and the, the one thing that I actually found pretty powerful in your speech was that despite of having so many different life occurrence and 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 events, that one analogy of digging up a hole was what was keeping them together. So that wasn't boring or too much lengthy to listen to. So, so that kept the speech pretty much exciting and engaging all the way. You were you perfectly use your speaking area. You were at one point for one event, then you move to the left for an other event, and then you came to the middle for an other event. So wonderfully done. Your gestures were matching your speech content. The way you were gesturing to show things, the 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 things which life will throw at you, and you need to dig up a hole and put them there. That was excellently done. Some areas to work upon. Really, I was finding it challenging to suggest you some areas, but just to nitpick, you when you were doing those role plays, you of that person telling you can't do it. Maybe your vocal variety could have been much much different than what it was when you were speaking. Yes, you changed the pitch of your voice, but maybe it could have been more distinguishing. The the vocal evaluator can touch on that better. And speaking of the modular evaluators, let's move on to the panel. Panel is starting with to, Toastmaster Imran Rana for the vocal aspect. Over to you.
Thank you so much, DTM Sir Shweb, the lead evaluator. Toastmaster Iram, first of all, a wonderful speech. Thank God you didn't deliver that speech on, on that contest day. Otherwise, I would have gone. Okay. Second thing is that I love the vocal variety you brought in your speech. What I would suggest you that the content of your speech is so much. There were hardly any pauses, and because of that, the vocal variety, what we can say, struggle a lot. So maybe you have to consider your content, because the content was too much, and there was the vocal variety, means when you were expressing the digging, when you guys were digging the hole, plus the communication between you and yourself, the vocal variety was there. But because there was so much of content in your speech, and that because of that content, the vocal variety, I guess, struggled. Overall, it was a wonderful speech, no doubt about it. And I love the way you highlighted three, what do we say, three things, and then you recovered them. I've seen many speeches that I remember one of the speech. Okay, we'll explain this in a later. Maybe we can have a communication. So I'll let you know about that. Overall, a wonderful speech. The content was good, but too much content, and vocal variety was there, but suffered because of the content, since there were hardly any pauses. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Imran Rana. Next, we have the visual evaluation by Toastmaster Zara Ibrahim. Over to you. Toastmaster Zara, are you with us? Okay, we can come back to the visual part. Next, we have the perceptible evaluation. Yes, now you're audible. You can go now and unmute your mic and give your visual evaluation.
Okay. What am I even looking? All right. So it was a wonderful speech, I must say, DTM Iram. I would say your hand and body movements were perfectly aligned with the words elicited. Moreover, how you expressed the feelings, enthusiasm, when you felt enthusiastic in your speech, how you delivered it by your facial expressions, your body and hand gestures, body movements and hand gestures, it was perfect. Moreover, when you use the stage area really nicely, the way when you said when you said moving on with life, you actually use the stage area in a very wonderful manner. And I would say when you use certain words like shovel, and even one thing more, when you were exchanging the dialogue between your I think cousin or a friend, right? So you actually were talking to her, like the way you were exchanging the dialogues between her. So you were standing in such position as if you were talking to her. So it was well use of stage area. And when you said noises, you said low, you said hug and shovel. So all those words, signed them really perfectly in a very structured manner. So well done. So thank you very much. Over to you, DTM Tala. Our lead evaluator, sorry. DTM Saad.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Zara Ibrahim. Next, we have the perceptible evaluation by DTM Salah bin Hamid. Over to you.
Thank you so much. So just two quick bits of feedback. First of all, DTM Iram, I believe that in terms of impact on the audience or perception, it would have helped if for certain portions of the speech you had approached the camera and spoken heart to heart. I know that you must be practicing for an in-person contest, but in the context of today's performance, it would have been helpful because certain parts of your speech would have benefited from it, number one. And number two, I believe that you can maybe consider simplifying the speech a little bit. There is too much going on, and I could process it very easily because I'm familiar with the speech, and I believe that there are many others who are. But consider that if someone is hearing it for the first time, maybe you can curtail some of the story elements, or some of the characters, or some of the beats. That will help you adhere better to the time limit because in the end you had to rush a little bit. And secondly, I believe that it will amplify the impact of your speech. So those are my two bits in terms of perception. Over to you, DTM Sam.
Thank you very much, distinguished Toastmaster Salah bin Hamid. Our last evaluation is by Toastmaster Salim Jackson for the speech. Speech is structure and content. Over to you.
Yeah, the structure and content of the speech was just incredible and phenomenal. I think you did an excellent job on several areas, but digging up a hole, wow, what a powerful title. And then the way that you beautifully executed that speech was just outstanding. And you really talked about eliminating self-doubt and self-consciousness, which we all have. One of the things that I liked about the structure is that anytime you wanted to convey a new point, you shifted your body movements from one angle to the other. So I think you did a very good job of balancing that and maintaining eye contact the entire time. So often do we see people when they're breaking a point, they look down or they look up, but you did a phenomenal job of maintaining eye contact throughout that entire engagement. Another key thing that I saw that you did really well is you had great vocal variety, and I believe Imran mentioned that as well. So you had great vocal variety. when you were shifting and pacing from side to side. Additionally, I wanted to say that you did have quite a bit of content. And so also slowing down in certain aspects of the speech would have also gave the audience a chance to catch up to the powerful message that you were conveying. And so I think that that was one area that I think that it sounds like some of the other evaluators also noticed. But overall, I give that speech a 9.9 out of 10. And so fantastic job to continue to inspire and, as you started, impact. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmasters Master Salim Jackson, for your for your evaluation. And now we move on to DTM Iram to get the feedback on the feedbacks. So over to you, DTM Iram.
Thank you very much. I am so humbled because I was hungry for getting the feedback. And I was trying that, I could get a platform where I can do it. But look at this. I was trying to go outside Pakistan, but I got the best evaluators here at one place at Quantum Leap. Thank you very much. What I have understood is that I have already eliminated out of 4, 1 incident. So I probably need to trim down these. My mistake is that I usually feel a pressure on camera or on stage to simplify my English, to speak in a longer sentence, thinking that, I'm understandable. I don't do that professionally, but I don't know why I do that a lot in Toastmasters, considering that, audience should understand what I'm saying. So maybe I need to put an impact from this speech by using less words and bring in pauses wherever possible. I have been feeling that even though I've slowed down, but my usual speed is 92 to 95 words per minute. That's how I usually talk. So, but then this is affecting my speech because even though when I try starting slow, eventually I start going in my speed and picking it up. So let me work on that to reduce the words so that I can speak slowly and bring in pauses where required. And I agree that when I bring pause, I have time to consciously do vocal variety. So when I don't bring pause, the vocal variety doesn't come in because it takes a fraction of a second to change the tone. And that doesn't come when I don't take pause. So I'll do that. I would require more support from each one of you. If you could just drop in a personal message of whatever you couldn't do because of time constraint. And if I could get help of what part of the content can I drop? Should I drop it or should I just reduce words? This will really elevate in me reconstructing it. So thank you so much, everyone. Jazakallah. This was beautiful. This was very helpful. And I'm going to impact up and Imran Rana moonwalk challenge.
Thank you very much, DTM Iram, and of course, Quantum Leap is always available for you for any type of assistance, and it's seemed like your kids have gotten
They've
out of
escaped.
their room. So
I'm sorry. I just turned and I asked him, "Kidhar se nikal kar aaye ho tum log?"
they need your attention. So let's move on to the Toastmaster of the day, DTM Tala. Over to you.
Thank you so much. And what an absolutely wonderful speech and evaluation session. I won't be remiss in saying that I believe that Quantum Leap maybe is one of the best, if not the best platform for evaluations. No matter how many attendees we have, we always manage to give some stunning feedback to the speaker. And that's why I'm always a little bit scared of speaking here. I don't speak here as much as I do at other clubs. But again, so I don't know what to say right now, DTM Iram, because I'm kind of conflicted. I would have said that best of luck with the contest, but then Toastmaster Imran is also here. So I will settle on this. I believe that I strongly believe and pray that you two are the top two position holders in the district speech contest, inshallah. And also one of the top three, top two in the video speech contest. One can hope and dream, right? So absolutely phenomenal. Proud to have you with us. Now let's move on to the general evaluation session. Toastmaster Zahra Ibrahim, over to you.
All right, thank you very much. I'm not opening my camera, it will make me conscious. All right. All right. So if I talk about the timing report, sir, can we have the timing report if you want to present?
Yeah, actually, there's not much of a report. The prepared speaker met her timeline. The evaluators all exceeded their timelines. We were we were saved by the short keynote, which was even shorter than the allotted 10 minutes. But then the Q&A actually was, I think, very productive. And with the result that no matter what we have in the agenda, we always manage to approach the 2-hour mark.
Yeah.
But let me caution everyone that the worldwide meeting is supposed to start at 12. So everyone, please wind up quickly. Over to you, General Evaluation.
All right, sir. Thank you. Now, if I talk about a general evaluation report, so as we know about the keynote speech, so the power of how and what, it was, I must say, it was a wonderful keynote. Although it was very concise, it was more of concrete, or I would say, it was short, but it made us to think a lot of things, and we were able to ask questions out of that keynote. I'm not sure if he was well informed about the timings, because a lot of people, he was, yeah. So maybe he wanted to keep it short. Although it was, the meeting was very smooth. Although we were having in the very beginning, we have very less number of people in the audience, but we were able to manage everything in a very, I would say, precisely, in a very nice manner. Yeah, so we have a table topics session. We have our, a prepared speech session. I would say it was, we were thrilled to listen to DTM Eram, how she presented her speech, how she managed to deliver it. So, and how everyone took the challenge to, even, I would say, evaluate DTM Eram. And it was amazing. The panel of evaluators, everyone did a wonderful job. And apart from that, if I talk about the table topic session, so our table topic master came up with a great and innovative topics, and it was a little different from usual topics, and we were able to think, and I would say everyone was able to get the chance, and it was basically they were able to connect from that topic. Like, it wasn't difficult for the audience to grasp the topic and speak about it, because they were speaking from their hearts. And apart from that, the one thing which we missed was word of the day. Word of the day, when I went to the agenda, word of the day wasn't mentioned. So how about if DTM Saad could have, come up with the word of the day on spot and could have given to the audience. But I think we were rushing on time, and maybe he forgot. So word of the day was the only thing which we skipped during the session. Although the meeting was smooth, we all did a great job, I must say, despite being in, we have a short attendance, like we don't have a lot of people in the audience, but it went really smooth. So yeah. So I think, yes, apart from that, there was a very good usage of grammar. I couldn't catch, or I wouldn't, gauge not so good usage of grammar in the or I would say the tenses. They were all perfectly aligned with the meeting, and yeah. So I would like to give this charge to our Toastmaster of the day, who is none other than DTM Thala, right? Yeah, DTM Thala, over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Zara Ibrahim. And as always, a great journal evaluation session. So now we come to the end of the meeting, and it is time to hand over the charge to our President, Distinguished Toastmaster. So,
Thank you very much, TTM Tala bin Hamid. Short, sweet, productive, informative. The all the boxes tick of a of a of a beautiful quantum leap meeting. So thank you very much for attending. And if we have Toastmaster Alpha with us, we can ask for some comments. Toastmaster Alpha. So we will ask for your comment when you attend the next KTC meeting, because you have just became a new member of KTC. Congratulations on that. So TDM Tala, are the uh, results finalized? If we have any.
yes, of course. First of all, best speaker goes to DTM Iram Rizvi. He was the only speaker. Yeah, congratulations. And your rival has not won anything because he overshot his time. So congratulations on that too. And so has your evaluator, DTM Saab. He overshot his time too. So no one is getting best evaluator today. No one is getting best round robin because all of them managed to exceed their time. We will have, of course, a special
I think we
appreciation award.
should. All right. I think we should, like, modular evaluator, because, everyone had so many things to say because it was DTM Iram
Oh, you're
who was
right.
on the stage.
No, you're right. You're right. We run a poll for best round robin evaluator, but today all of the round robin evaluators, including myself, overshot their time of 1 minute. So that's why we are not giving that award, and we're not giving best big four simply because there are too few people who vote. But best table topics today goes
DTM
to
Iram.
yes, DTM Iram Rizvi. So lock up your children, everyone, and you will get the best table topic speaker award. Tell the world about it. Tell the world about this major human rights violation. And that's a surefire way to victory. So, but congratulations, DTM Iram. You had to prepare for a prepared speech as well. And among everything that was going on, managing to join the meeting and delivering such an amazing table topic. Hats off to you. So yeah, those are the results. So over to you once again. And you might want to remind people about something, DTM Sir.
Yes, exactly. That's what I was about to do. That the that the division contest is just around the corner. So, and even though there are too few members in the meeting, I would I would request you DTM Iram and Toastmasters Sarah to renew your membership, so we can get quantum leap to a good good standing. And yes, that's also a message to myself as well, that I also need to get my finances in order and renew as well. So I- I'll do that ASAP, and hope hope to see quantum leap in the division and district contest to follow. So with that, DTM Tala, do we have anything else?
No, not at the moment. Just announcement that our next meeting, actually, this was the deferred meeting from last week. So, and the next Saturday will be Eid and everything. So, according to the club schedule, our next meeting will be on the 27th. But we'll check the appetite if we can hold it on the 20th. That would be okay too. But the official date is since it's the second and fourth Saturday of every month, it will be the 27th. And perhaps that will also give our contestants some space to prepare for the meeting, for the contest. So that is a decision we take, maybe around the 13th. So that's pretty much it. And I think DTM Iram wants to say something. She's asked to suspend the